So I saw on TikTok that people were up in arms about Kelly Ripa's What I Eat in a Day. And typically, I am not somebody who gets up in arms about those kinds of things. But I decided to look into it myself. It had, I think, been deleted from a few platforms because people were so upset about it. But I was able to find it. Let me walk you through what she eats in a day while we eat this banana bread. Okay, Kelly Ripa wakes up every single morning. And to preface this, she has the same thing every single day. There's no variation. Glass of water with a powder of some green shit. Then she has a cup of coffee. Obviously, she puts G in it.
She puts what in it?
G. Not sure exactly what that is, but it's like a gooey substance or powder, either one. Then she takes about 800 supplements. Then she goes on air for however many hours to do Live with Kelly. Okay? Not 1 ounce of solid food in her body before she goes on air. Then, after she comes off of the TV, she has lunch, which is exactly 2 tablespoons of almond butter measured out and a teaspoon of cinnamon and with an apple in it. Okay. Then she has her like snacky lunch, which is a salad of microgreens. And the thing about Kelly is that she's not afraid to switch it up with the kinds of nuts that she puts on the salad.
That's brave.
So maybe one day it'll be cashews, but maybe the next day it'll be pine nuts. So that's the awesome thing about Kelly is that she's not afraid.
She's crazy.
Then she works out 7 days a week. So then she'll do her workout. Okay. So then it's dinner time. And that's going to be some vegetables. And she likes to go for whatever's in season.
Yeah.
With some tofu. And then the thing about Kelly also, Connor, is that she's a human being. And so she will indulge in a chocolate covered almond or cashew. Okay? Because she's human. And the other thing about being human is she's not a monster. She's going to have a slice of cake on her birthday. Okay? And she literally said, I'm not a monster. I'm a human being. And that was it. That was the What I Eat in a Day. Every single day it's the same thing. Except, of course, on her birthday, in which she will indulge in.
I could find everything that she just described, like for her day, like probably under the seat in my car. Oh shit, we have to bring Kelly her breakfast, and I could probably just like scoop some stuff out and give it to her.
That is barely one meal. Like all of that.
Meanwhile,
barely the toppings for her daily microgreen salad. And they just posted that and we're like, here's what you should eat in a day if you want to be Kelly Ripa. That is sick for me, at least. Like, because I know if I were 12 or however old I was when I was super impressionable, especially with food, and I listened to that, I would be like, oh, this is what I'll do if I want to look like Kelly Ripa. And I would be passed out within an hour.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that that's absurd. I do want to say, what is she supposed to do? Lie about what she eats in a day?
Yeah. Or they just shouldn't have interviewed her. Because, like, I guess do that if, like, that's what works for you, fine, whatever. But that's, like, not something that you should be advertising as something that is healthy. Like, that should come with a disclaimer.
I don't really know, though, like, everything that goes into an eating disorder, but it kind of sounds...
I think that's disordered eating. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I know if I ate that every day, that would be disordered.
Everybody's body's different. Maybe that's... She figured out her thing. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a nutritionist, but I don't think that can be good for you. That does seem like starving yourself.
I had my microgreens this morning, like I said, in my smoothie, but I also had half of a cheeseburger that I ate. So, I mean, we're kind of the same. I'm not a monster. I'll have my cheeseburger at 7:42 a.m.
Because, like, cutting out carbs, I guess, is one thing that you shouldn't do, I don't think. I don't know anything. I'm talking out of my ass. Like, she's not even eating any, like, grains or anything.
I'm not a nutritionist.
I know. I'm getting a little nervous, but I don't think that... It just, to me, you know what? I can't say what's right and wrong, but I can say what feels right and wrong to me, and that does not feel right.
I would be dead within hours.
I'd be, because I know I'd be dead. I would literally be having a VidCon experience.
I would say, John Green, get the fuck out of my way. I need to be in front of you in the burger line. If I tried to eat her meal for the day, we should probably send her some Allie's banana bread.
Yeah,
I bet she would love it.
If you don't mind, because she's not a monster at the end of the day.
She'll have a nibble.
Yeah, and if Allie wouldn't mind putting one singular chocolate covered almond into the banana bread, I know Kelly could really appreciate that.
She's a human at the end of the day. My phone broke over the weekend, and I went on a run Friday morning in New York City, which is awesome. I ran the West Side Highway, which is not awesome because everyone there gives me the same vibes as when I go to like Trader Joe's on a Sunday. Did you get the green phone? What?
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Basically, it broke. I took a picture of myself on my run because I was feeling great. I'm in New York. I bought groceries and I had a bouquet of flowers hanging out of them, and it's pretty much all time. That's a pretty much all-time image, is to be head to toe in athleisure, having exercised, and walking through New York City with a grocery bag and a bouquet of flowers. It's really just epitome of I have my life together.
Who are the flowers for?
Just to have in the apartment that I was staying in.
You love flowers.
It's kind of nice to just put them up and it kind of feels good and alive. I didn't take the leaves off, so they died that same day. But I took a picture of myself and I put it up and I said, like, I was getting ready to put it up and I was like, best day of my life on my story. And then my Instagram gets hacked. So I didn't have Instagram for basically the whole weekend. Luckily, I had it for the best day of my life Thursday. But I also didn't have it to get any news because my phone broke on everything that was happening Friday morning. So I'm so glad I didn't post the story and then get hacked on Instagram that said best day of my life, because it certainly was not the best day our lives here.
I know.
Because obviously Roe versus Wade, which we obviously, I didn't get the chance to talk about this anywhere else. So I was waiting for the podcast, but don't really even need to have a conversation about it. You and I are on the same page.
I think
abortion is healthcare. Healthcare is a right, and you can't turn over rights. That's as far as the conversation needs to go.
I think I don't know if I've fully processed yet, because once you process this and acknowledge it, it's like, wow, what else is going to happen? Like, what other laws are going to be overturned?
It's
like, how fucking backwards are we going?
Once you start doing this and overturning things that have,
right, what's coming next?
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And things are already coming next, and it's really scary. No matter what your views are, if you start overturning rights, it's a slippery slope, and you should be pretty, like, honestly nervous.
I wish I could show everyone my underwear right now that says Choice Bedazzled on the butt.
Let me wear those next week.
Okay.
Or where'd you get them?
They're from Parade.
Parade. I love Parade.
Yeah, I could probably show.
I walked past their store in Soho a couple times this week.
Do you see it?
It just says ho, because that's the only two letters coming out.
No, it says Choice in rhinestones.
I know. I can only see the rhinestones. It's
okay.
You gave yourself a wedge.
I know.
H-O. Either way, yeah. So that really sucks. And
yes,
it was also
sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks. We hope to be a safe space as always for all of you, and I'm giving you all just the biggest virtual hug through the screen, kissing all of your brains. And I'm so sorry that this happened. It blows trunks.
It was also really insane being in New York City for this.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's so accessible to go outside and see things happening live versus like even LA, you don't see that. Like people getting news and immediately going outside. So immediately, people are marching, whatever.
God,
so we went out and walked with people for a little bit, and then, but it's so weird because it was also Pride. It was New York Pride weekend, and so it was exact opposite of Friday on Sunday. Everyone's it was electric. I've never felt anything like that. Everyone's happy and just like overjoyed and celebrating,
right?
Like in one. It was really cool. But that was just stark difference. I also want to say, like, America in general, like, I was thinking about this the other day. We're so embarrassing for so many reasons. Obviously, laws are one thing, but are we the only country that drives on the right side of the road?
No.
Who else?
Canada, I guess. And, well, that's North America as well. No, I don't think so.
When you get in trouble for doing it and you're like, oh, take a step back. Am I wrong?
No, when I was in Croatia, they were driving on the right side of the road. There's I think it's maybe like a pretty even split.
Okay, well, metric system.
Metric system. That's
all I'll say.
Hell yeah.
I don't know it.
System.
I don't know. I'm not proud. I don't know it. I'm too tired right now.
Yeah.
But I will learn it eventually. Here's one of our biggest. Bidets. A lot of countries have adopted bidets. America, barbaric state of...
I'm so pro bidet, are you?
I'm over the moon bidet. But
I remember one time back, I don't think I had met you yet. I received a bidet at my house and I didn't know where it came from. And apparently you had spoken to this brand on my behalf.
Yeah.
Because they had included in a note, like Connor says, like, you really need this bidet.
It was like along the lines of like Brooke shit her pants or something.
Oh.
So sorry.
Awesome.